Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining in to the Healers in Hiding Worldwide Coming Out Party. I have today with us a beautiful healer and luminary and one of my dear, dear sisters and mentor, Arna Lahela Johnson. Hi, Arna.
Hey, aloha Keao. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here with you today and your viewers. Aloha, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. You are one of the very first people I thought of because you have been a mentor to me for, over 16 years. And yeah, so I I just connecting with you right now, I just want everybody to know how awesome and special you are in my life. And I know that we could go on and on about history and places that we've been together and things we've done. But I want to, first, I would love to ask if you could do a pule for us and bless this party, bless this celebration. And for those that don't know, a pule is a Hawaiian prayer, is a prayer. Would that be okay with you?
I would be honored. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm just going to take a few deep breaths here.
Okay.
Aloha kia kua, aloha e nā aumakua, aloha e nā kupuna. We give thanks for this beautiful, blessed day. We give thanks, dear God, divine beings of love and light, for being with us, for clearing the way so that we can have this most amazing time together as healers around the world, uniting, working together as light workers. And for this, I give thanks. And I give thanks for Keao and all she is doing to spread our love and light around the world to help so many. We are grateful. We are most grateful for the gifts that we are here to share with others, for the lessons that we've been learning, for the path that we've chosen, and for the purpose that we made the decision to come into this world with. We are always so grateful for your guidance, the guidance of Divine Spirit, to open the way so that we can continue our work and live with love in our hearts and to inspire others to be purposeful and to stand in their greatness. With much love and aloha. A mama ua noa, a lele aku no, amene, mahalo.
Oh, gosh. Thank you. That was so beautiful. I think we need to play that every day. Thank you. Wow. You know, Arna and I, like I said, we've been together for about 16 years. And we started out, we met when we were both wedding photographers. And Arna took me under her wing when I was in Hawaii and just really helped me and helped shape my photography career. And then both of us kind of transitioned out of that, and I'm still under your wing, and you helped shape my spiritual path and my spiritual career. And I wanted to talk about that transition period, the transition period of going from being a world-renowned wedding photographer living in Hawaii to transitioning out into more healing work. Can you talk about that?
Yes, certainly. But first of all, I want to acknowledge you. And
Oh.
as you are not under anyone's wing, as you are, as you are completely just doing the work, and we're sisters, we're soul sisters for many, many lifetimes, and we're just here to support each other. So thank you for that. And yes, that was an amazing time when we reunited in this lifetime.
Yes.
And since then, we've gone on this journey. And I can recall, I think it was maybe 5 years. It was probably in around 2005 that I started to feel, sense, hear something talking to me. And that voice was ever so soft at that time, but it was a notion as if I was being pulled in another direction. Well, that led me to finally closing my doors in 2010, my photography business. And that voice, it grew louder and louder, and the tapping, I felt like almost like a tapping on my shoulder, like someone was tugging on my arm, go this way, go this way. And so I was led onto a path of discovering more about myself, about who I am, why I'm here, what is my purpose, what lessons was I here to learn, etc. And I went on this inward journey. So the eyes that I used to see the world and to document the world through my photography now turned inward. And I was going down this rabbit hole into knowing more about who I am and why I'm here, why I chose to be here, why I chose to come back to Mother Earth. And it's interesting because I can recall as a little girl, I used to walk around the property where we grew up, just a mile down the road, right on the water. And I could actually recall, I had recollection of being a kahu or a kahuna in past lifetimes. And a kahuna is one who uses energy, uses light, and can also use dark. And that's the yin and yang. That's the balance. Right. And so I could recall that as a child, and so there was a connection in this lifetime to past lifetimes, and they were reminding me. It was like spirit reminding me of my greater purpose. Mm-hmm. And so while I loved what I was doing, I was really drawn to go in another direction, even though I knew that it was going to be challenging, changing from one career to another, and that here I had a 6-figure income with my photography business. How was I going to pay the bills? Right. And nonetheless, spirit kept pulling me, and I just could no longer. I had to learn to let go and to trust and to allow and to take those steps. And of course, I was fearful at first, but I learned that with taking each step, listening to my higher self guide me, all I needed to do was just trust. It was as if, have you ever been blindfolded and somebody is holding you by the hand and walking you? It was like that.
Right.
And so it was an incredible journey. The Divine Spirit led me to a course that I took on personal development, self-awareness, which then at the end of this 3-day course, we each needed to come up with a 30-day project or a 30-day something. Like you would create something within 30 days.
Like your own workshop?
Your whatever it is.
Okay.
If you wanted to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, or if you wanted to open up a new business in 30 days or whatever. If you wanted to take that trip, then you're going to be saving up for it in 30 days. And
Oh,
so
wow.
whatever that was for you. And for me, Divine Spirit spoke so loud to me at that time and said, you are going to create a Dissolving the Ego workshop. And I heard that so clear in my mind. And I knew, oh, that's what I'm going to do. And just, it came to me just like that. Spirit was speaking so loud.
Mm.
And so within 30 days, I think it was within 20 days, I had that course, that class
Wow.
put together. Yes, I worked day and night, and I would go through the hours of the evening just typing away, putting my thoughts on paper. And I started to teach this class, and I remember that Spirit spoke to me again and said, this class, while you may think that this class is for the people who will show up, the attendees, this class is actually for you.
Wow. Wow.
So that was an amazing journey for me. It was a very humbling experience for me. And it was for me to learn to be the student.
Right. And you touched upon trust, because when you're cruising along and have your 6-figure income and doing very, very well, and then you feel that tap on your shoulder, and like you said, you're having this memory and you're recalling that little girl, there's knowing there's something else, and it's that trust. And then what was it that led you to step into that? How did you get to that place of trusting?
Spirit just kept talking to me, and the louder Spirit,
Okay.
the longer I put it off, the louder Spirit would talk.
Right. I love that you listened. I love that you fully listened, because a lot of people don't. Right? They like, no, I'm hearing you, but no, until it like you said, it started off very softly, and it just kept talking, and you listened, and you're so very connected that way as well.
Well, I'm sure that they were talking loudly to me all the while, except that my ability to hear was just starting to open.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, my ability to hear them was just, and so how did I hear them? Well, it was like a notion. It was like a thought, a notion, a sense. It's like you're not using your ears, and you're not really using your eyes in the third dimensional sense, but you're using your senses. I was using my claircognizance to have that awareness of feeling that this is what I needed to do.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. And so you created this, it ended up being a course that you offered, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that was I think one of the first healing modalities that you explored. Is that correct?
Yes. It was interesting because, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. Mm-hmm. And so as I was taking these steps, my path would be, it wasn't a straight path. It was a very curved zigzag path, almost like being in a maze or being in a labyrinth.
Right.
And you just take one step at a time, whichever way you're being guided, and you're going to meet someone here. You're going to, which then led me to a book that I was going to read, which then compelled me to want to, it was a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer, and
Yeah.
where he translated the Tao Te Ching. And it compelled me to want to email him and thank him for his amazing work, which then led me to getting on the internet, to searching for his email address, and then finding a site, I Can Do It.
Yeah.
That was it was a 4 or 5 days in San Diego, and so there I was standing at the airport, and who walks and stands right in front of me? Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Ah!
He was headed to the same conference, and that's why I was going to that conference, was because of him. And so it's just trusting and taking that step one at a time, one by one. You don't know who you're going to meet, but there are these golden opportunities that only come in a fleeting moment, that if you decide, no, I don't have time to go on the internet right now to research that, and you put it aside, well, then that golden opportunity is gone.
Right.
I mean, you could go back later on and research.
Right. It'll come back.
However,
right.
Maybe I wouldn't have seen that I Can Do It. Maybe I would have seen something else.
Yes.
So there are these opportunities that show up that we need to jump on them. When they show up, do not hesitate. Your higher self is guiding you. Your higher self knows. Your divine spirits are guiding you. In fact, they're the ones opening these doors for you. But it's that darn ego that gets in the way and says, no, you're not ready. You're not worthy.
Yeah.
You don't know enough. You don't know enough people. Who are you to be teaching a class like this? You don't know enough on this topic. So you can go on and on and on with all of that ego chatter. So it's really about quieting that ego mind and allowing that spiritual voice, or the spiritual mind, your higher self, to speak to, so that you can hear its ever so soft voice.
Yeah.
That's basically, and it's led me to other teachers. Kumu Karen, Lealoha Carol, she's a Kumu Lomi Lomi here in Hawaii.
Yes.
And I learned Lomi Lomi with her. She would teach Lomi Lomi at our home. And then she inducted me eventually as Kahu under her, with Kapua Okalani, her halau, and quickly delved into the art of blessings and clearings for people's homes and businesses, and providing. And so I had this revelation that it's sort of like my life is sort of like working with people to assist them in clearing blocks of energy in their minds, in their bodies, in their life, in their businesses, in their homes, to help them live, to be able to bridge, have one foot in the third dimensional realm and possibly one foot in the spiritual realm, so that you can be more aware of your surroundings and the environment that you live in, rather than just being strictly rooted in the third dimensional realm where the ego controls all. But when we allow for ourselves to tap into our higher self, we see that, and we understand that there is a greater purpose for our existence.
Yeah. And that's when, do you feel that's when the trust is easier, a little bit easier? And yes, still the labyrinth path or the curvy road, but that's where a lot of people get stuck, is that trust. And you do that so beautifully in helping people overcome self-limiting beliefs and removing those blocks of unworthiness. And so now how are you showing up in the world, utilizing all this beautiful healing work that you have been versed in? What is it? How do you bring it forth into the work that you do now?
Well, over the past 2.5 years, we joined a company and we are promoting health and nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
helping people to cleanse their bodies, because when you cleanse your body, your this beautiful temple that houses your spirit, and this temple, this body, is the anchor for your spirit to be here on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you when you take care of this temple, when you cleanse this temple, just like you would cleanse your home, you would declutter your home, same thing goes for your body. And so we promote this amazing program for cleansing, and in the process we've been able to have over 20,000 people join us on this journey. And I work with them directly and most of them indirectly. However, we are helping a lot of people who've never been an entrepreneur, never had a stay-at-home job, to and possibly never even experienced what a detox or a cleanse can do for your body. Well, this is all new for a lot of people. So we've been working with them, and I myself really enjoy working one-on-one, helping people to work through their limiting beliefs, release any blocks, anything that's keeping them from staying stuck in their life, in their world, where they are playing life safe, but really not living fully and not really living in their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And so really working with them one-on-one in groups. We do a lot of these Zoom chats and helping them to see another perspective in how they can live their life purposefully and stand in their greatness.
It's so beautiful to see how everything came together, and your journey, and now it's just feeding into this beautiful space of healing body, mind, and spirit. And it's so true, because as we evolve and as healers and healers in hiding come out, we must remember to take care of the vessel, to take care of the body. And it all runs harmoniously. You're gosh, you just do such beautiful, amazing work in the world, and I'm so, so blessed to know you. I wanted to also ask you, Arna, what is your definition of a healer?
To me, a definition of a healer is someone who sees greatness in others, who believes in others, and who helps them to believe in themselves, and helps to raise their vibration. Because living in this third dimensional realm, it's so very dense. In fact, this is the third dimensional realm is about density. It's about matter. And so as spirits, as light beings, it can get kind of, we can get rather stuck in this third dimensional realm. And it's really about being a healer. For me, is really about helping people to work through whatever's holding them back so that they can raise their vibration and they themselves can heal themselves, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, or financially.
That is so perfect. That is so perfect. Gosh, I just love you so much, and I'm so honored to share your beautiful light with others. And thank you so much for taking the time to come and share your wisdom and give us all a beautiful, beautiful prayer and pule. And I know that everyone can find out more about you and the work that you do in the world on your page at Healers in Hiding. So thank you, Arna, so much.
Yes, and I welcome you to friend me on Facebook as well.
Yes, find Arna. Yes, yes.
In
Yes.
Hawaii.
Yes. Thank you, and thank you everyone for joining us, and take care. Ahui ho.
I love you. Aloha. Ahui ho for now.